video today is going to be titled How to Become a Runner. But really, I don't think that there's a magical list of things that I could tell you that's going to take you from who you are now to this elusive idea of being a runner. I honestly personally don't like the whole idea that it comes with this separate identity. It kind of feels like it makes it less attainable and less reachable to people who don't do it. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips to get started, but really I think all it takes to become a runner is to put your shoes on, go out the door and run. And whether it's for 10 steps or 10 miles, I think you're a runner. So I think most people, when they first start running, are doing like a run walk, right? So you run a little bit, you walk a little bit. You run a little bit, you walk a little bit. And I think that's perfect. I think that's the best way to start. The only problem with it is that a lot of times I think our walking form gets blended in to our running form, and those two should be quite a bit different. The main thing that you're going to do differently when you're running instead of walking is you're going to want to land either flat on your foot, or even most of your body weight being on the front of your foot, the ball of your foot. The rolling heel that we do when we're walking is not good for running. In fact, it's probably one of the main causes of knee, hip, and ankle pain that people experience, is because they're not differentiating between their walk and their run. The first thing I'm going to suggest that you invest in is a jump rope. Now, I'm not very coordinated myself, and I actually can't jump rope very well. So I always just pretend I have a jump rope and do little hops. I do think you could start out that way, and I feel like make it a goal to eventually get to the point where you can do the rope. But that really teaches you to stay on the balls of your feet, and that's gonna make a huge difference in differentiating between your walk and your run. This next one probably goes without saying, but you're gonna wanna invest in a decent pair of shoes. And there are a lot of good shoes out there. I really think it comes down to the fit and the feel. So the more types of shoes that you get to try, the better. And you'll find one that feels really good on your foot. And most of the time they come with some kind of a 30-day or 90-day trade back warranty, because most places want you to find the shoe that works for you. One last thing I'm going to suggest is to find a paved trail. Most cities have paved bike trails these days, and if your city doesn't, then the city adjacent probably does. And when you first start out, you might just need it to be super simple, like tie up your shoes and walk out the front door. But as you invest a little more time into it, I would suggest finding a paved trail. Most people don't know this, but concrete is 2 to 3 times harder than asphalt, and that makes a big difference when you're doing thousands of steps. So finding that paved bike trail is going to take a load off of your legs And then I'm just gonna reiterate it one more time. Just get out and run. Let this be your encouragement to start. It's really not any more complicated than that. Don't overthink it. Put on some shoes and head out the door. You might only get 5 minutes in today, but that's more than you were gonna do if you were staying at home, right? So just go out, give it a shot, and I think that desire to improve will come. The more you do, the easier it's gonna be. That's definitely across the board how it works. The more fit you get, the more you're able to do. So let this be your encouragement to get out the door today.